After being diagnosed with CKD, I doubled my GFR and I cut my creatinine in half while losing 28 pounds. This is what I eat in a day. Catherine here. I've been helping kidney disease patients taking control of their health for more than a decade now. And it's always a great day for me when one of you guys contacts me and tells me, "Hey, I followed your advice and I got better." And this is exactly what happened to Josh, one of my subscribers. After suffering from high blood pressure and high triglycerides for years, he was finally diagnosed with CKD in 2022. Back then, he wasn't really paying too much attention to his diet. But this diagnosis scared him and he decided that he had to act on it. Now guys, today's story is special, and not just because this man had a huge improvement in creatinine and kidney function, and he was able to achieve it in a very short amount of time. It's special also because, well, there is a lot we can learn from him. He made some of the mistakes I see many people do, but instead of getting discouraged from them and losing hope, he learned from his mistakes. And he was able to get better. How, you may ask? He started taking care of his heart. So today I also want to answer a very important question. Is taking care of your heart the most important thing to do? You see, for Josh, lowering his cholesterol levels thanks to diet and supplementation was the very first step towards a better kidney health. Now, after he left a message in my comment section, Josh and I chat for a while. So today, we will see exactly what he eats to improve and also the supplements that help him. But let's read what he says about his experience now. This is the message he left in my video. "Hi Catherine, I just wanted to say a huge thank you for saving my kidneys. Seriously, you're a lifesaver." Thank you, you are too kind. I'm Josh, I'm 57 and I've been following your YouTube channel for over a year and I've learned so much from your videos. I've been taking the same supplements you recommend and I've cut out meat from my diet. I'm pretty much vegan now. This made a huge difference for me. I doubled my GFR and cut my creatinine in half while losing 28 pounds. My creatinine was 2.57 and my GFR was 33 before I changed my lifestyle. Now my creatinine is 1.31 and my GFR is 64. That's amazing, right? Yes, it is amazing. Thank you, Josh, for sharing your experience with us. Now guys, you know that when one of you posts this kind of comment under my videos, I mean he literally cut his creatinine in half, I will have to ask more questions. I mean, I absolutely wanted to know how he changed his diet and what supplements is he taking. So I was able to contact him and we talked about this and he shared a little bit more about his story. And before we read more about his amazing story, if you think this video is interesting, please tap the like button and consider sharing this video with a friend. So my first question for Josh, how did you find out you had kidney disease? About 18 months ago, after routine blood work, I was told my kidney function was poor. I was already on 4 blood pressure medications and my triglycerides were really high. This was not welcome news, but the doctor said, "This is serious but not an emergency." I was referred to a nephrologist who diagnosed me with chronic kidney disease or CKD. Back then, my GFR was 42. I know now that a GFR of 42 is an emergency. But my doctor didn't know it for some reason. My doctor found out that my GFR was already declining years ago, but he never told me anything until 1 year ago. I wonder if things could have been different if he didn't wait until my GFR was 42 to warn me. Thank you for sharing this. Yes, I will tell you that it could have made a difference if your doctor warned you earlier. No doubt about it. So what about the question Josh is asking? Why don't doctors warn their patients early? You see, doctors are almost never going to tell their patients they have kidney disease until symptoms start to show up, which is usually too late. But why do they do this? You see, until just a few years ago, kidney disease was not supposed to be treatable. The only treatment was dialysis. But we know today that with the right diet and treatments, a lot can be done to slow down or even reverse the decline of kidney function, as Josh found out. Okay guys, as I was saying, Josh also made a common mistake here, and I want to point this out because knowing about this is going to be helpful for other people too. Let's see why. After being diagnosed with CKD, what scared me the most about my kidney situation was that my nephrologist told me that there is no cure, there is no going back once you reach a certain point. And that was really happening. Until I started searching the internet for other people's experiences that could confirm that what this doctor was saying is true. That's how I found Catherine's YouTube channel amongst other helpful resources. I must say at first I didn't believe what Catherine was saying in her videos. The things she says about the diet are very different from what I knew. Even after following a keto diet for a while, it didn't work. I would have never thought that eating meat was bad for you. So in early March 2022, I started a strict keto diet, and within a couple of weeks, I had lost about 5 pounds, but I wasn't feeling great. So I decided to get more blood work to check on my kidney function. My estimated GFR had deteriorated to 33. My doctor told me to start discussing dialysis option with my nephrologist. Okay guys, I believe that some of you can already see where it all went wrong. Josh was scared for his kidney and heart health, and he decided to do something about it, which is great. However, he fell for a fat diet, a diet that can be very dangerous for people with kidney problems, the keto diet. But I get it. These days, you can't open your phone, not even for a second, without being submerged with advertisements about the keto diet. YouTube videos, TikToks, Instagram posts, celebrity endorsements. For a while, it felt like the keto diet was the only diet in the world. But as Josh's experience tells us, the keto diet can be dangerous if your kidneys are not working well. It's not coincidence that his doctor started to talk about dialysis right after he started this diet. Now guys, the good news here is that he corrected this mistake and he was able to improve. Let's see how. This is when I went from eating meat at almost every meal to a mostly plant-based diet. I even started to exercise and to take supplements for my heart. After 12 weeks of following Catherine's advice, I had additional blood work done to see how my new lifestyle was working so far. The doctor started reading the results to me, then stopped and said, "This is amazing. This is unbelievable," he said. In just 3 months, my eGFR had increased from 33 to 50, and my uric acid, creatinine, and triglycerides were all normal. This was back in 2022. Now, I'm even better. My GFR was 33 at the lowest, and it was 64 at my last checkup. My creatinine went from 2.57 to 1.31. I doubled my GFR and cut my creatinine in half while losing 28 pounds. Now, I've gone from 4 blood pressure medications to 2, and I've cut the dose in half for those 2. My average blood pressure is now 112/70. I haven't had atrial fibrillation since I started the diet. To cap it all off, I've lost 28 pounds. What an amazing improvement! Thank you again, Josh, for sharing your story. Now guys, time to ask just the question everyone wants to ask. Can you tell us how you changed your diet in order to improve? So a couple of years ago, my diet wasn't very healthy. Well, you know, the Western diet. That was me. I used to be a hardcore carnivore who ate meat every day. I never missed an opportunity to get the grill fired up. I loved my BBQs and I used to have meat at almost every meal, and I wasn't really into junk foods, sweets, coke, those things never interested me. However, I was still gaining weight. Over the next year, I developed mild atrial fibrillation. I started to look for dietary solutions to my health problems. That's also when I started watching more of your videos and others too, and to read about the proper renal diet. I started to do more research and I learned about the benefits of a plant-based diet for the heart and the kidneys. I decided to give it a try and I was amazed by how good I felt. I had more energy, more clarity, and more joy. I also lost some weight and my heart condition improved. I've been enjoying lots of delicious foods as well. When it comes to breakfast, I've changed from an eggs and bacon guy to an oats and fresh chopped fruit guy. Oh, oats! That's an amazing food for the heart. Oats have a fermented soluble fiber called beta-glucan. It will form a gel-like substance that's a magnet for bad cholesterol. It literally flushes it out of your system. Let's see what more is he eating. For lunches and dinners, I eat a lot of what I call chopped bowls with grains such as quinoa and buckwheat, veggies such as cauliflower, broccoli, zucchini, carrots, and green beans diced into bite-sized pieces, and flavorful dressings such as soy, yogurt, curry sauce. Well, that sounds really great! You see, for someone who needs to lose weight, eating a bunch of nutritious veggies and whole grains every day is the best long-term strategy. Veggies will make you feel full, but they have very few calories in them. They basically force you to lose weight. And he also mentioned quinoa and buckwheat. This doesn't surprise me, but these whole grains are super healthy. Eating them will help you feel fuller than eating a comparable amount of rice, for example. Research tells us that they also decrease post-meal levels of triglycerides compared to eating other carb sources. Buckwheat in particular is low in protein, low on the GI scale, and full of fiber. It is packed with nutrients and it contains many antioxidant and anti-inflammatory plant compounds. Now, quinoa is also a food I often recommend. Quinoa is an exceptional food for the renal diet and especially for heart health. Some research is even supporting the notion that this food helps lowering blood pressure. Let's see what more he eats. My wife and I also enjoy making homemade flatbreads. Our favorite is topped with hummus, tomato, and bell pepper. I also eat quite a lot of fruit every day, especially exotic fruits. I especially love lychees. They are not easy to find, but I've convinced my favorite grocery store to stock them for me. Well, what an unusual choice! I also love exotic fruits. Lychees in particular are great because they are full of vitamin C, very healthy for the kidneys. They also contain epicatechin, a flavonoid with antioxidant properties. Studies have linked this plant compound to lowered blood pressure and improved cholesterol levels. Okay, now another gem from his diet. Lately, I have also started to make myself some okra water. I drink it before meals, they say. It's great to keep cholesterol under control. Okay, okra water. Have you ever heard about it? Okra, or lady's fingers, is a warm season vegetable that people cultivate throughout the world. It is an ingredient of gumbo, but it can be also eaten raw too, especially the smaller, more tender pods. Researchers have found that a gel in okra called mucilage can help lower cholesterol by binding to it during digestion. And you can also use this veggie to make something called okra water. You will need to wash and then cut 4 fresh okra and place them in a container of water for 8 to 10 hours. Then before meals, drink the water. This will go a long way in avoiding the accumulation of cholesterol and sugar during the day. This is amazing. It's almost a supplement, and I also asked him, what supplements are you taking for your heart? So what supplements I use to keep my kidney and heart healthy? Well, my favorite supplement is exercise. Seriously, you should try it. I've joined the gym. I'm taking classes. It wasn't easy, but as my kidney function improved, working out became easier and easier. Exercise is not only good for your kidneys, but also for your heart, your blood pressure, your mood, and your overall well-being. It's the best supplement you can get. So I have chronic kidney disease and high cholesterol, and I used to take statins to lower my cholesterol. But statins have side effects, and I wanted to find a natural alternative. So I also take red yeast rice, which is a natural supplement for the heart. I take 1 capsule of red yeast rice every day, and it helped me a lot because now I don't have to take a statin anymore. I can keep my cholesterol levels under control with it. Another thing that was recommended to me for cholesterol is Metamucil. You mix it with water before meals and it prevents the cholesterol from getting into your blood. It also helps with digestion and regularity. Oh, thank you very much, Josh, for sharing this with us. Metamucil is something I recommend not just for cholesterol but also for kidney health in general. But I prefer to use psyllium husk, which is the same thing basically but less expensive because it's not a name brand. This form of soluble fiber helps the kidneys by binding to toxins in the intestine. Another thing he mentions is red yeast rice. Now, red yeast rice, or RYR in short, is one of the few supplements that are just as powerful as medications. No wonder he uses it to replace a statin. But while taking a statin such as Mevacor or Altoprev is an effective strategy against high LDL, it comes with several unwanted effects. On the other hand, RYR can reduce LDL levels by 26% in just 8 weeks without the unwanted effects associated with statins. Guys, lowering LDL by 26% is an incredible result. Someone taking this supplement in combination with a healthier lifestyle and diet could completely solve their cholesterol problem. And Josh is living proof of this. But there is more about RYR that you should know about. RYR is one of the few supplements on earth that was ever studied as a way to actually repair the damage inside the kidneys, which is really impressive. Researchers believe this is due to the powerful anti-inflammatory properties RYR can offer. Now guys, to achieve the incredible results RYR can offer, most major supplement brands on the market generally recommended taking between 1200 to 2400 milligrams daily divided into 2 to 3 doses. Now it's very important that the supplement you will be taking actually contains monocholine. This is the main active ingredient here. So if you want to supplement red yeast rice, find a brand that certifies this amount of monocholine. And also find a product that is citrulline free. Also very important to avoid any possible risk. Now RYR is very powerful, but it may have some side effects similar to that of statins. Most noticeable would be muscle aches, but there are studies hinting that this supplement may also cause liver damage. So be careful and consult your doctor. Now guys, a very important question needs an answer. Is improving heart health really the key to improve kidney function? Well, for Josh, taking care of his heart health was for sure the key to a better kidney health. But what does taking care of your heart actually mean? It is just improving cholesterol levels and blood pressure, or is there more to it? Because you see, the kidney and the heart are strictly correlated. They are actually part of the same system, and what causes damage to your heart will damage your kidneys too. This is why, for example, exercising regularly, which is the most effective way of protecting your heart, is also incredibly effective when it comes to protecting your kidneys. Several studies have shown that exercise can improve GFR and kidney function. Yes, science actually said that. If you start exercising today, in the next few months, your kidney function is supposed to go up, not down. And obviously, there is more that you can do to protect your heart, and that also will help with your kidney health. The diet, but also limiting the intake of substances such as alcohol, tobacco, salt, sugar, these are all widely recommended both for kidney and heart health. So guys, what do you think? Is heart health the key for a better kidney health? Let me know in comment section. And if you want to watch another success story, my video up here is for you, and this is all for today. Thank you for watching. God bless you all. Bye!